Okay, so we're going to show you guys how to set up a winter retreat as a new event in the My AI database. So this is the screen that I get when I log into My AI. I'm going to go over here and use the left-hand menu. Go down to Opportunities. Underneath Opportunities, you're going to get 4 options. I'm going to click on Events. For most people, you will not see more than 1 or 2 events at a time here. So you should be able to come here and find your event anytime that you want to come back to your winter retreat. So you can see down here, I can see all the different campus events that we have going on, but you can see like the Great Lakes South Winter Retreat. And so if I wanted to go and check it out, I press this settings menu and that'll bring me in. But before we do that, I want to show you guys how to make a new one. So this add new button right here on the top right hand corner, I'm going to click on that. That's going to bring me to a page where it's going to ask me to fill out information about the retreat. So the first thing I want to do is I want to answer the question about the event type. Now the event type is going to determine the type of registration or application that happens for your students when they sign up. So we've created a specific application for the campus winter retreats. So if we select that, that's going to set up our name and our registration for the event. So start dates, for the sake of this video, we'll say it's a March retreat, and it goes from Friday to Sunday, the 11th to the 13th. Let's see, my location is going to be Xenia. And you can put an actual address in there, and so the actual address will show up when they're registering. You also don't have to put in a location initially because we're asking you to create an event early in the process. You can also put to be determined in this section, and I'll show you how to edit that later. It says that the event owner is me because I'm creating the event. And then generally your department should default to your region, but because I'm part of campus headquarters, that's going to be the default department that it asks me to do because we want the retreats to be owned by our regions. So your suggested event name, you're going to put in winter retreat and then your location. So the reason why we do that is that our regions, as the way they're structured, the names, they don't really mean that much to our students or other people that attend. And so we want our winter retreats to be associated with the locations where they're being hosted. That gives more context and is more real to students than, say, Red River or Great Plains. So it also adds to the fact that when we say winter retreat location, adds to it's not just a winter retreat that's in my location, but there's multiple winter retreats around the country, and that can help cast the vision for the scope of AIA. So the next thing it's going to ask you for is a chart field. Generally, chart fields are hosted by the region, so contact your regional director to get your chart field for that. Your designation number is the same as a giving number. If you want to raise funds for your winter retreat in order to reduce the cost for your students, you'll want to plug in a designation number here. And you can get that by emailing Frank Harrell. So your event costs, it says that this is a required thing you need to fill out. If you've not figured out your budget yet about what you want to charge your students, go ahead and plug in 0, and I'll show you how to change that later on. So the next 2 items, event deposit and requiring payment. Some retreats have been requiring a deposit. Okay, if you require a deposit when they register, you're going to say that yes, I require payment. In order to register, you have to submit your deposit. If you don't need your students to submit a deposit, you can say no, and then leave this field blank. And that's saying my students can register and say they're coming, and they can pay when they arrive. They don't have to pay anything online, but they have the option to. Now, the event leader should be the Winter Retreat director, or the operations director, since they will spend a lot of time in the database here. So for this instance, I'm just going to put myself. Okay. And then you want to make sure you put your contact number. And then you want to say that, yes, this is an actual event that will take place. Okay. So this next piece is access. Because you're going to be doing this with a team and not by yourself, that you want to be able to set this up to not be the only one that's able to access it. So you want to make sure you include the rest of your team. So here, I'm going to include Zach Kirby. And I'm going to click add. And now his name shows up over here. And so he's going to have ability to access and edit and see the registrations and different things like that. So you want to make sure you give your whole team access. And then we're going to click submit. So this is going to bring us to our event details page. Notice it fills out our leader and our start and end dates and our location up at the top. This is our participants tab. We'll work more through this when we get to a later point in the director's notebook. The important one is our second tab right here called event details. And so this is everything you just filled out. You see it's a campus winter retreat event type. Here's our dates. Our location can be edited from this point here. We can add an admin if needed. We can edit the winter retreat name. We can edit the chart field and the event cost. And then you can say, our venue only has space for 200 participants, and that will automatically close registration at 200. Okay. And so then this right here, if you want to manually close your registration, you can do that as well. And then if your team changes or grows, you have the opportunity to add or take people off from your access list here. And if you change anything, you just want to come down here and click save. And then that will save all of your details. And we'll walk through the rest of these tabs as we move more through the director's notebook. Thanks for watching.